I first saw Well Dweller at PAX East and I couldn't stop looking at it. I was walking through the Top Hat Studios booth when this game immediately caught my eye. This studio has some of the most interesting Metroidvanias, and I've played and experienced many of them. One of them I even wrote a review about. It was called Kingdom Shell. I recommend you take a look at that game as well. The art style here has this twisted fairy tale feeling to it that's both beautiful and unsettling at the same time. It honestly looked like something pulled straight out of an old storybook. And if you've been following me for a while, you already know that's exactly the kind of game that draws me in. So naturally, I had to play it. What made me even more excited was finding out that Well Dweller is being developed by Kyle Thompson, the creator of Islets and Crypt Custodian. If you haven't picked those games up, I suggest you do that as well. I've enjoyed both of those games, so I was curious to see what direction he would take next. In Well Dweller, you play as a tiny bird named Glimmer, who's armed with a matchstick and searching for his family. Now that might sound cute at first, but this world is actually pretty dark. The kingdom is ruled by a queen who's capturing birds and having them eaten, leaving only a handful of survivors behind. The entire setting feels like a fairy tale gone wrong, and that's exactly why I love it so much. As I explored the world, I constantly wanted to see what was around the next corner. The environments felt mysterious, the creatures felt like they belonged in some forgotten fantasy tale, and everything worked together to create an atmosphere that pulled me deeper into the world. The combat was another thing that immediately stood out to me. Everything felt smooth, attacks came out when I expected them to, movement felt natural, and I never felt like I was fighting the controls. If you've ever tried playing a Metroidvania during its demo phase, then you know that a lot of these Metroidvanias do have very heavy controls. That is something that is very hard to deal with and is what makes me sometimes turn away from a game from the very beginning. This game was flawless, and if you like flawless controlling, easy mechanics, this game is for you. This game really felt like I was playing Hollow Knight, but the art style direction and everything else to this game just made me fall in love with it. And honestly, I could see it as another maybe Hollow Knight, maybe not. It's up to you to decide. And as a Metroidvania fan, I have to say that there's one thing that I really loved about this game, and that's the progression system. Now, I've spoken about this in many of my videos, but whenever I see a progression system with unlockable abilities, trinkets, anything, for some reason, that's what captures me the most, because I'm a collector, and when I know that I'm about to go through the entire world and collect, that's exactly what draws me in. And so this little loot goblin loves doing that all the time. And the abilities and trinkets felt rewarding to unlock. It wasn't like Silksong when you didn't get anything from it. And every new upgrade gave me a reason to revisit older areas and see what secrets I had missed. That's one of my favorite things about this genre, and Well Dweller does a great job encouraging exploration without making backtracking feel like a chore. The platforming also kept me engaged throughout the demo. It was challenging enough to make me pay attention, but never crossed the line into frustration. Silksong. And then there's the music. Some tracks reminded me of the retro platformers I grew up playing and immediately gave me those nostalgic vibes. But what I appreciated the most were the quieter moments, the softer melodies that kind of reminded me of Ender Lilies. This music added the melancholy feeling to the world that perfectly matched the darker fairy tale atmosphere. Combined with the visuals, it created an experience that felt whimsical, tragic, and beautiful all at the same time. When my time with the demo ended, I found myself wanting to keep playing. And honestly, that's usually the best sign for me. So if I'm telling you that I love this game, I am telling you that you should go and wishlist this game right now. The art style is what first pulled me in, but the world, the gameplay, and the atmosphere are what stayed with me long after I walked away from the booth. It was so good that it even made me come back to the demo during Steam Next Fest this past weekend to try it out in its entirety. For me, Well Dweller was one of the standout games I played at PAX East, and the standout games that I played during the Steam Next Fest, and it's definitely a game I'll be keeping my eye on as we move closer to release. Will you be picking up this game? If so, don't forget to add this game to the wishlist and try the demo that is available on Steam I'm unsure how long it's going to be on Steam since it's part of the Steam Next Fest, but definitely run over and try the demo right now. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.